Hey, what up, y'all? Hope you guys had a happy holidays. And I am back here bringing you guys another video with 5 string of battles that I'm going to showcase here. Featuring Guzzlord, Lantern, and Gligar Shadow version. I had a lot of fun with this team. So starting off here, we got a great lead. Lantern versus Guzzlord. This is a pretty awesome lead for me. We're going to win this in any 2 shield, 1 shield, no shield scenario. So the opponent decides to shield up, which is awesome. We get the defense drop, which is exactly what we want to see. These Dragon Tails are going to be doing a lot of damage to him, as you can see here. He's already mid-health, and you can see that Thunderbolt coming through. I'm able to let it go. I'm not even at half health yet. And Guzzlord is just, bulky against electric and water type. So yeah, he's able to deal some pretty good damage with these Dragon Claws now that I got him defense dropped with the crunch. I'm just chomping away at this guy. And yeah, we're going to make easy work of this Lantern. We're able to let this move to go through. We still have another charge move for whatever comes out, which is a Ferrothorn. So we're going to go for the crunch, hopefully get the defense drop. I don't know what percentage, what's the odds of getting the defense drop. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't, but I like to throw those. And here you can see I'm able to get to another charge move, which is awesome with the Guzzlord, just doing a lot of damage. And that's what happens to a lot of these guys. I'm able to get the second shield, so this guy's no shields. I don't know what this guy's plan is. Hopefully he's thinking maybe I'm super weak in the back to grass. So I'm gonna let this power whip go through, save the shields for my Lantern. I know I'm able to eat one of those with the Gligar. So yeah, so letting one go through. I'm gonna shield up the next one. I don't think this is in range with it, within range for an aerial ace. We're gonna go for it. And it is within range. Look at that, awesome, dealing some pretty awesome damage to him. This guy comes in with a Talonflame and he just calls it quits once he sees my Lantern. So you can see it's a pretty evenly balanced team. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just pretty good team, solid team all around. I cover a lot of my weaknesses. So I highly recommend trying this team. Let's jump into the next battle. So we got Guzzlord coming in right off the bat. Terrible lead. None of these charge moves or fast moves going to do any damage. And then I just get hardwalled. Yeah, so just getting hardwalled here. And this is going to be one of Jonkus's toxic teams, if you will, that he showcased or somebody else showcased, and he just showed it on his channel. And yeah, he's going to have the Wigglytuff in the back. Nothing I could do against this team, I don't get the Bastiodon lead, I don't like the Bastiodon lead. You have so many Lanterns, Medichams, I was running a team with Medicham in the lead, so had I gone with the team prior, this team that's beating me up right now I would have made easy work of them. But here I'm showcasing this other team, so this toxic team, if you will, is just getting the better of me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip forward to the end so we can go to the next battle. All right, so yep, that was the end of the toxic team there. So we're gonna go into the next battle, see what we get. And Guzzlord being in the lead, he has a lot of good leads. He's an awesome lead because he'll be able to swap in to counter Guzzlord, then you'll be able to counter those with the Lantern in the back or the Gligar, which are able to have pretty good matchups against most of the meta. So here we got Talonflame again, another good lead for us. Even with these Incinerates, being buffed this season, look at the damage is doing hardly any to our Guzzlord, and we're able to reach a charge move. We're gonna let the first one go. We're bulky enough to take whatever he's going to throw at us, which is a fly. No problem. Take that. And then the opponent's going to want to shield up, so we're kind of going for shield advantage at this time. So he's going to shield this one up. and you can see these dragon tails are just chomping at the bit at this guy. And we reach another charge move before he can reach his second charge move, which is awesome. And he's gonna have to make a decision here, and he lets the Talonflame go. And now we're sitting 2 shields. We just got rid of one of his Pokemon. We still have pretty good amount of health to be able to reach another charge move. I'm gonna try to go for the crunch here to try to get that defense drop to help my next Pokemon to come in. Crunch going through. Let's see if we get the defense drop. We don't, but it's all right. Look at this damage that's getting done on this Lantern. Come on. I swap in my Lantern. It's going to be a Thunderbolt. I'm going to block. I'm going to shield this one up because I just know. I have a feeling. Here it is. Called it right. I shielded it up, and the opponent decides to forfeit. He probably has something else that's super weak to Lantern in the back, and yeah, that was probably one of his win cons, was to hit me with that Thunderbolt and try to get me low enough, but I was smart enough to not let that happen. So here we go. Jumping into the next battle. Yeah, I believe in 15 games, I won 12 of those, so pretty good. I was able to jump up like 100-something ELO from this team, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Having this, really effective damage output of a fast move against is just really nice to have. And you can see how I was just chunking away at Lantern, who's usually pretty bulky. I go for the crunch. I try to get that defense drop, and I don't get it. But it's more like a psychological thing, just puts that pressure on the opponent. Look how low he's getting already. He's already in the yellow, and I'm resisted to all of his charge moves. And I think this one's running, oh no. One of these opponents I encountered had a Lantern that was running Hydro Pump, which that got me down pretty low, which is pretty awesome to see. Honestly, a Hydro Pump Lantern was totally unexpected. Did a ton of damage, and it was awesome to see. So opponent swapped the Skarmory in. I swapped the Lantern in, and I got out the Umbreon, and I'm kind of okay with this. Skarmory is kind of a hassle to deal with, but I figure why not just swap my Lantern in. Probably not a good play on my part. I probably should have just let the Guzzlord go, but whatever. I feel pretty confident that we'll be able to win this match either way, so I was just kind of hoping to get that Skarmory out of the way because it is a pain in the butt to deal with, but no worries. So going to shield this one up because I got all that energy banked. Don't want to let my Lantern go without getting at least a Thunderbolt off on the Umbreon, getting him low. And yeah, so we kind of go back and forth. He's going to reach another charge move. I'm going to bring back in my Guzzlord, and opponent brings back his Skarmory. Hopefully I get the defense drop, because the opponent is 2 shields up. Now I do get the defense drop, which is huge for me. I'm going to try to get another charge move off. I was trying to get the crunch, but you can see that I was going to get those steel wings are adding up, and I wasn't going to reach my other charge move in time, so I settled for the Dragon Claw. And the opponent, I think the opponent gave up here. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't realize it, but yeah, you can see there the opponent gave up. That kind of happens when the other opponent stops moving or stops fighting. You can tell. Usually the opponent rage quit, probably closed his app on his phone without quitting the battle on the actual application itself. So you can see here, yeah, the opponent's not moving anymore. So I just farm Umbreon down, and yeah. Didn't even get to see Gligar in action, so had a whole other Pokemon he didn't even get to see. Pretty awesome. Lantern and Guzzlord doing all the work there. So we're going on to the next battle. I think this is the last one. But yeah, here we go. So not a bad lead for me again. These dragon tails are going to be chonking away. You can just see how much damage getting output there. I'm going to throw a dragon claw. I threw off timing, and that's kind of one thing I wanted to work on is throwing, on time, making sure that one of those fast moves don't sneak through like it just did with Dunsparce there. But something I'm going to work on in the future. Not a big deal with this team, honestly. Like, I don't know. I just had a lot of, good luck with this team, I suppose. Like I said, out of 15 battles, I won 12, which was pretty good. Jumped up quite a bit on the ELO. I was able to come back from a lot of, bad leads on these or bad starts. Just be able to come back and win the match still. So I wasn't really too worried about my timing and throwing, appropriately. But Ice Beam coming through on this guy on the Mantine. I, for whatever reason, decided to stay in with the Guzzlord. Maybe I should have swapped out for my Lantern, right? I don't know. I just played bad. Like I said, I wasn't really too worried about, playing. I know he had Dunsparce and in the back. I was be able to handle that with the Gligar or, and so I wasn't too worried about it. But, it really could have came back and bit me in the butt. I should have and here it is, here we got Whiscash, exactly who we didn't want to see. So this is just me playing terribly and still be able to come back from this. Okay, now I'm like thinking, how the heck am I going to be able to pull this off, because I still got the Dunsparce to think about in the back. So here we go. I'm going to try to catch the Scald, which I successfully do somehow. Oh my god, look at that. Let's go. I catch the Scald, right? And now I'm thinking I'm just going to let my Lantern go, because I have a Gligar in the back, and Whiscash was within range of an Aerial Ace. So now I'm going to let my Lantern go, and then I'm going to come back with my Gligar and ensure that I'm able to resist most of these moves. So now I'm just going to take him out with an Aerial Ace, and then bank a dig if I can reach that, for the Whiscash, who's empty on energy right now because he just used all of his energy on Lantern. So I'm like, okay, well, now I can win this game. So I went from a crappy game, I'm going to have to claw my back out of the hole, which I dug myself into, and I was able to do that. Anyway, it's pretty funny. So I'm able to knock this dude out, which a game where I shouldn't have won, because Wishcast just would have destroyed both Lantern and Gligar, and I'm able to win. So you can see most of these sets I went 4 out of 5. Pretty awesome. So if you guys like the video and you guys want more, please hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe when I post more videos. And hope you guys have a happy new year, and see you guys on the next one. Bye.